If you're watching this video, that means the highly anticipated sequel to my favorite Spider-Man movie, Into the Spider-Verse, is now out in theaters worldwide. So I teamed up with a bunch of talented creators to build mocks from the first movie or scenes of the new ones seen in trailers and other promotional videos. But without further ado, let's get into it. The first thing I did was watch the trailer again to try and figure out what scene I wanted to do. After watching through it a couple times, I knew I wanted to do a scene with the Spot because he's voiced by Jason Schwartzman and he looks pretty sick. So I settled for the scene where he and Miles meet at a bodega. After deciding on the scene, I took a few screenshots of it to get a better look at what the space looks like, be able to better visualize what I'm going to be building. Now that I had some idea of what the bodega looked like, I drew a sketch of what the base of the mock will look like, and I think it'll be approximately a 12 by 24 footprint. I left an open wall to be able to better see the characters and drew the ATM that the Spot is robbing when Miles shows up, freezer, a few shelves, counter, the entrance facade, a little part of the street, a rack for newspapers and other items, and a section for the fruits and veggies. Lastly, I drew the position in which Miles and the Spot are going to be. It's the next day and it's time to build our figures. For Miles, I used this torso I bought off Bricklink a while ago. I don't know what set it's from. I used the head from the Daily Bugle and these legs that have the red stripes on the side that match Miles' suit in the new movie. Apparently they come in a bunch of deep sea exploration sets for the scuba diver figures. I wanted to use the Mr. Incredible dual molded arms to add some red to the arms, but it turned out to be a little too much red. So this is the Miles design I'm going with and I'm pretty happy with it. For the Spot, I immediately wondered if there was some sort of cow minifigure since LEGO has done so many of these animal costume figures throughout CMFs over the years. Unfortunately, they haven't done one yet. Instead, I used a mix of dual molded black and white arms and legs with just plain white ones, as well as mixing black and white hands. I also used the snowman costume torso, which I thought looked somewhat accurate with the black spots on the front. For the face, I used a black headpiece and a white helmet on top, and that's my custom Spot design. I didn't do much today, but I made the characters pose like I want them to be positioned in the build. For Miles, I made him look like he's using his webs to sling himself foot first at the Spot. In the build, the webs will be connected to something to give that sling effect. For the Spot, I built this black oval to symbolize the portals he can form to fall through, and I posed him falling backwards into it. Nothing too fancy. But now, it was time to get building. Today, some new footage of the movie released on none other than the Spanish Sony Pictures channel. In the footage, we got to see some new angles of the bodega and another portion of the scene of Miles and the Spot meeting for the first time. After watching through it a few times, I took a screenshot of the new angles of the bodega, which gave me a better sense of what it looked like and its dimensions. Today I got distracted and built a little diorama from the last episode of the new Netflix show Beef. It's a fantastic series made with one of my favorite production companies, A24, and the mock has this super cool looking tree, our main characters Danny and Amy, and some landscape. But enough of that, let's get back to the Spider-Verse. So it's been almost a week since I started building, and this is what I got so far. I built up the base of the build, whose dimensions I had to adjust a couple times because it was too small. After getting the sizes right, I tiled the base off with light gray and white tiles, leaving exposed studs for where the different shelves and freezers would be. I also included snot bricks on one side of the base where I would be able to build the sidewalk outside the front entrance of the bodega. After another couple of days, I built some of the furniture for the bodega. First, I built a freezer, which uses snot techniques for the sides and the shelves. I filled it with some milk, orange juice, and some cans. I also built the stands for the fruits and vegetables, where I just used the 4x3 crate elements and filled them with bananas and carrots. Next, I built the newspaper rack and the checkout counter, which uses a sideways technique that allows me to place flyers on its side, like in the source material. It's been almost 2 weeks since I started building this mock, and although progress has been slow, the interior is basically done. I built 2 shelves to store different types of products. One uses snot technique, and the other one is just simple bricks and plates. I've also built this blue ATM machine like the one the Spot is robbing in the trailer, and I've placed it between the 2 characters who I positioned in their respective places. I left some exposed studs on the floor to place some of the black spots created by the Spot's power, and a few exposed studs next to the ATM for the dollar bills that have fallen out of it. After another few days, I've built up the walls, making the interior walls tan and the exterior ones light bluish gray. For the inside, I left some exposed studs to place some things on the wall. I don't know what yet though. And for the front, I built up these 2 pillars with studs on the side to build the front windows, and I included a glass door in the center. The day that I have to release this video is getting closer, but I guess if you're watching it, it's because I managed to do everything in time. Anyways, I've officially finished the bodega. After placing some more black spots on the walls, as well as some posters and flyers, I built the front windows of the store and tiled everything off. Now all that remains is the sidewalk, so I'm gonna get back to work. The mock is done. I built the sidewalk and added a black border around the whole mock, so here's a little montage showcasing the final part. Can't stop me now! I said I got you now! I'm right here at your door. I won't leave. I want more. What's up, danger? Yeah, what's up, danger? Can't stop me now! Okay, I've just finished editing editing the video, and so far it's about 5 minutes long. Once I finish recording this clip, I'm going to edit it in, schedule the video, and then I'm finally gonna watch Across the Spider-Verse. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like and consider subscribing because it took almost a month of work between the building, the planning, and the editing. And go check out the other creators' videos, which should be up on their channels today. If you've seen the new Spider-Verse movie, leave your spoiler-free thoughts in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one.